what, hey food lovers? Welcome back to Platter Pulse. It's officially sweater weather, which means only one thing: the great pumpkin spice versus apple cider debate. Don't worry, today we're celebrating both. We're going to show you how to make easy apple cider donuts from scratch. Soft, fluffy, coated in cinnamon sugar and bursting with full flavor in every bite. Now, these donuts can be made in two ways: our tried and true homemade version or our easy donut holes baked in the oven. So if you want to skip the frying, you totally can. But before we get started, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell so you never miss an exciting new recipe. Let's get started. First things first, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and grease your donut pans. You can use either store-bought or homemade dough, but for this recipe we're using store-bought to save time. Grab your rolling pin and get to work. Roll out the dough on a lightly floured surface until it's about half a centimeter thick. Use a donut cutter or a glass to cut out your donuts and then roll out the scraps to make donut holes. If you don't have a donut cutter, no worries. Just use a 2-inch biscuit cutter for the big donuts and a smaller cutter or glass for the donut holes. While the dough rests, it's time to tackle the coating. In a small bowl, combine 2 tablespoons of melted butter with a half a cup of granulated sugar and 1/4 a cup of ground cinnamon. Set this aside for later. Once your donuts are cut, it's time to roll them in the cinnamon sugar mixture. Roll each donut and donut hole until they're evenly coated. Be sure to get a little on the top and the bottom, so they hold their shape during baking. Place them on your prepared donut pan, making sure they're not touching. Fill the molds about 3/4 full, and you should have about 12 regular-sized donuts and 24 donut holes. Now it's time to bake. Bake the donuts for 10 to 12 minutes, or until they lightly golden and they spring back when touched. Donut holes bake faster, so keep an eye on them to prevent burning. As soon as they're done, take them out of the oven and brush them with the remaining cinnamon sugar butter mixture. This helps the coating stick and adds extra flavor and richness. Now here's where things get fun. Roll the donuts in the cinnamon sugar mixture again to create a thick, crunchy coating. While the donuts are still warm, let them cool on a wire rack before glazing. Easy peasy. Your delicious donuts are ready to eat. But wait, there's more. We've got an extra special treat for you: a rich, decadent apple cider glaze. To make it, start by combining A, 2 cups of powdered sugar with 4 tablespoons of apple cider. Mix well until the sugar is mostly dissolved and the glaze is smooth and creamy. If it's too thick, add a little more cider. If it's too thin, add a little more sugar. Once it's perfect consistency, dip the tops of the donuts into the glaze, letting them drip. Place them on a wire rack to set, and there you have it: beautiful glazed donuts ready to eat. They're like little bites of heaven, soft, fluffy, covered in crunchy cinnamon sugar and drizzled with a rich, decadent apple cider glaze. These donuts are the epitome of fall flavor. Now, for those who prefer a lighter, fluffier donut, we've got you covered with an alternative baked in the oven instead of fried. In a large bowl, combine A&A, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, a tablespoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of baking, soda, a half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and a quarter a teaspoon each of ground nutmeg and salt. Whisk it all together to make sure the ingredients are evenly distributed. In a separate bowl, mix together 2 tablespoons of melted butter, 3/4 of a cup of packed brown sugar, a cup of granulated sugar, 2 large eggs, 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. This mixture is going to be thick and very rich. Gradually add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients, while using a rubber spatula to mix everything together. Be careful not to overmix, or the donuts will be tough. Once the batter is just combined, it's ready to go. Fill each donut pan about 3/4 full, and then place the pans on the middle rack of your preheated oven. Bake for 10 to 12 minutes or until the donuts are golden hued and spring back when touched. As soon as they're done, take them out of the oven and let them cool in the pan for just 1 minute. This keeps them from sticking to the pan. Then place them on a wire rack to cool completely before coating. Now, while the donuts cool, it's time to make the cinnamon sugar coating. In a small bowl, mix together 2 tablespoons of melted butter, 1/3 a cup of granulated sugar, and 1/4 a cup of ground cinnamon. Once the donuts are cool, roll them in the cinnamon sugar mixture until they're completely coated. You can even sprinkle on some extra sugar and cinnamon for added flavor and texture. And there you have it, delicious baked donuts, ready to eat. They're light, fluffy, perfectly spiced, and bursting with apple cider flavor. These donuts are best served warm with a hot cup of coffee or a mug of hot apple cider. Whether you're a fan of apple cider or pumpkin spice, these donuts are a must-try. They're easy to make, hard to resist, and guaranteed to bring a smile to your face. If you're feeling adventurous, you can even try making your own apple cider. Look up local orchards near you and see if they offer fresh pressed apple cider. It's an experience you won't forget, and your donuts will taste like homemade perfection. If you love this recipe, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. It's also perfect for cozy fall mornings, lazy weekend brunches, or special occasions like Thanksgiving breakfast. The possibilities are endless. Here are some fun variations to try. For those with dietary restrictions, you can use gluten-free flour to make your donuts gluten-free. And for those who prefer a lighter dessert, try using whole wheat pastry flour for a healthier twist. Speaking of health, let's talk about the benefits of apple cider. It's high in antioxidants, vitamins A and C, and has anti-inflammatory properties. Plus, it's naturally sweet without added sugars, making it a healthier alternative to sugary drinks. And now for the big question, how do you serve your donuts? Do you go for the classic cinnamon sugar, or do you prefer the decadent glaze? Let us know in the comments below. At Platypulse, we're passionate about bringing you the best recipes and kitchen tips. With over 10 years of experience in food styling and recipe development, our team knows a thing or two about creating delicious dishes that are easy to make and even easier to eat. We believe that cooking should be fun and that everyone should have access to fresh, tasty recipes. That's why we on a mission to make cooking more accessible through our videos and social media channels. We would love to have you join our community of food lovers. So hit that subscribe button and don't miss out on any of our exciting new recipes. You can also check us out on social media for even more delicious recipes and behind-the-scenes fun. Thank you for watching and happy fall, y'all.